Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at some cool VRS gear. We're going to really take a look at the DFP 15 that just came out. This isn't a review, it's a preview, just because, again, I work for VRS. I don't think that's very fair to you. But these will be sent out to people, I'm pretty sure, to review here soon enough. And they'll give you their unbiased reviews. I always have unbiased reviews, but again, they're paying me, and you know what? I don't think that's fair. So, with that being said, nice little preview. So this is the Direct Force Pro 15. Gone are the days of the massive control box you have to put under your seat. Gone are the days where you have multiple big chunky wires coming out the back. This actually has a on and off power switch. It connects to the Direct Force Pro tool just like every other piece of kit. It does have now the QR Connect built in so that you can adapt your wheels to work wirelessly with it. And again, those will work both with this new QR Connect adapter that you see on the Direct Force Pro formula wheel. And again, this can be connected to directly to this wheel, as you can see here, or you'll be able to use it for any third-party wheel with a USB dongle. And I know for you DIY people like myself, you want to eliminate any cables altogether. And eventually, at some point, I'll show you how to do just that because I'll be doing that myself. So that's really cool. We're going to use the Direct Force Pro, the new R295 wheel that you see here, and get this connected to the wheelbase. But again, power and data will connect through here, and it'll allow you to use SimHub. You won't have to use any third-party cables, nothing that's magnetic or anything like that. You simply attach your wheel just like so, and it connects, and everything works and lights up through SimHub. So again, I think you'll really like that from a simplicity standpoint, coming from a company in VRS that makes a DirectForce Pro 20, which is not very simplistic. So this will be definitely be something you'll appreciate along the way. So let's actually get to showing you the DirectForce Pro app and what you get with it. All right, so now we've got the DirectForce Pro app on the screen as well as iRacing in the background, and we'll do a lap of driving just to tell you how it feels. But with that being said, you can see all the peripherals that attached. Again, this is a full VRS rig, so I've got nothing but VRS gear attached for the most part. And again, the R295 wheel is there as well as the VRS Direct Force Pro pedals. But we're really going to focus again on the wheelbase. The wheelbase will operate just like any other wheelbase from them. You'll be able to pull it up in the configuration tool. I was able to share profiles with my Direct Force Pro 20 directly to this, so it made it easy so I didn't have to create profiles to share with it. But again, it's very easy to just go in and click on my actual wheelbase. From there, all I'm going to do is load from file. So if somebody shares one with you, like I did myself from my Direct Force Pro 20, I have a litany of them here. And again, they're just basic profiles that I use that work for me. Obviously, you can save your own. And the first thing you're going to do when you connect it, get it plugged in, go ahead and click on calibrate. Very easy. Click on calibrate, set it to the center, hit next, hit save, calibration finished. It's going to calibrate it. You're good to go. From here, you've got the tabs at the top. Pick a tab, make any changes. Go ahead and change rotation, max force, damping, friction, inertia, spring, and all the different filters that you can change, your slew rate, things like that. So again, at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and select my iRacing profile because that's what I use. It doesn't have much that much different from the base settings, but I have a few things that I like on here, like using the performance setting or responsive and things like that. So it just depends on the type of game you're using. So let's run a few laps or maybe just a lap to let you know how we think. I think it feels really good, but again, I would say definitely rely on third parties once they get them in hands to provide you with some feedback and what they think. All right, so we've got the R295 on here. We're not going to focus much on the wheel as we speak, but let's take a look at the wheelbase that many of you might consider here for the near future. So first and foremost, if you've used the Universal Direct Force Pro 20, the wheelbase they already have in their lineup, anybody who's used it knows it's a very good base. Quite a few people use it that participate in esports and people rave about it. One of the big drawbacks that many people have to it is it's just clunky. It's just big. It has the control box. It has the two big cables coming out of it. It just takes up a lot of space compared to some of the more modern uh, wheelbases you have on the market. Well, this one brings that modernity, as they say, and brings VRS into 2025, and they did so in a major way by creating a system that not only uses, a cableless design, but also one that allows you to be cableless with your own wheels, and I think that's a remarkable thing. Some wheelbases out there that may have similar designs also don't either support SimHub, or if they do, you have to connect the cable. And this uses something that, if you do have NRG QRs, you can use any pre-existing NRG QR with this wheelbase, so that makes your life significantly easier. But if you do that, you will not be able to use power and data at the same time. So do bear that in mind. You can use an NRG off the shelf, whether it be from Moza, from SimMagic, the official NRG brand. You can use those cheap Annex ones that you can find on like eBay, Kyostar. Like there's a litany of them that you can actually use with this wheelbase, but they will not transfer power and data because the PCB on it will not fit. And they have some grooves set up on it so that when you use it with a QR Connect, it doesn't damage the pins in the long run. So those are things you definitely want to consider. I will say this does support 360 hertz right out of the box. Now it just has to be enabled within iRacing, because I know most people are like, man, I wonder what other wheelbases will. This will support it, but again, it has to be enabled in an update through iRacing, and once they do so, it'll support it. This way, you'll get that higher refresh rate and just a little bit more fidelity when you're driving. Um, but with that being said, it'll support every other sim racing game out there, whether you're driving an AMS2 or ACC or an F1 game. All of them in PC will be supported. And again, it works just like every other wheelbase. The great thing again is it has a power up button, so you can turn the wheelbase off, so you don't have to turn go down to the control box and flick a switch. It literally has a push button on the back. So that will be enabled when you get these in your hand via the software, and you'll be able to power it on and off. But ultimately, I know many of you just want to know how it feels. That's the main thing. Um, VRS did a great job. I'll try and just explain that. When you see the other reviewers of these, I think they're going to agree that these have been done really well, um, and you'll like what you get. For 15 newton meters, you're going to get all the things you want and the ability to add more. The ecosystem at VRS is going to expand, and you'll see a lot more products to come. But I do think this is a wheelbase that should be on your very short list. The QR Connect adapters that you can get for your additional wheels, those will be made available soon as well. So just be on the lookout for those. But overall, I think it's going to be a very competitive base on the market. If you're in the range of looking for something that's up to 15 newton meters, I think most people use between 9 and 12. So 15 is right in that sweet spot. So ultimately, consider it if you may. If you have any questions for me, as always, please reach out. This was a quick little video just to show you guys what I'm thinking with this wheelbase. Again, tune into other reviewers as they get their hands on it and let us know what you think. As always, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Peace.